here comes the Viper Strike. That's doing a lot of slow. And the Split Earth's going to fly as well, and he is dead. 7 for 1 currently at Push It. Looking at a bit of a stomp as we enter the 7-minute mark. Vyros coming back to the bottom lane. They have got 4. Looks like they want to make something happen. Vanya's going in. Exorcism is flying as well. The Rage has come out. Levin is bursting down very quickly, but so is Vanya. Repels on him to try and keep him alive. Vanya's going to fall. Well, now they're chasing Oliver Queen. Oliver knows he's dead, but he wants to take down Vanya if he can before he goes. It's going to be very close. The Living Armor's going to pop, and it's going to be a double kill for Vyros. That's going to help them a lot this game. Exorcism doing work already. It's a good job he got that Witchcraft, because that would not have been anywhere near as effective. Again, net worth, the dire side on Push It are just pulling ahead, inch by inch. Those double kills are going to help keep Vyros in the game, and help keep his farm at a pretty even level. The Rayfire Blast onto Bigby, this could be a lot of trouble now. They're going to use the Overgrowth, very nice Overgrowth, and that's going to be able to get him out, probably. They may have been able to dive it, but they were getting attacked by the tower. They're going to alt-click now, and the rotations are coming in. Virus looking for a kill. They're going in on Vanya, and this could be trouble. The static field being very nice, catching a couple. Levin on the run. He is going to fall. There's no way about it. He's just going to drop to Vyros, who's now on a killing spree. Well played picking up that bounty rune. He's just going to run the hell out of there now, like he has to. Interesting to see what Virus builds. There goes his mana boots. That he needed. The amount of mana coming out from him. They're good abilities, but you need to be able to spam them a fair amount. So that's definitely going to be able to help. More mana is currently what RG need. Just more mana all the way through. Keeping an eye on this, Nix. I really don't want to see a... hopefully that's just a basic null talisman and it's not going into a Dagon. I'd be very upset. It looks like he's building treads at the moment, though. Drum's coming out on the side of Rave King. He's not too far away from them at the moment. Smoke getting picked up by Bigby. Pretty interesting. They could make something happen here. They are dragging themselves back into the game a little bit. Have gotten 3 kills in the last 2 minutes, but that's going to be a big kill. Vendetta just doing huge amounts of damage. And Oliver wants to take down Body here as well. He's going to go invisible. And he is just going to walk away. They spotted out 2000. Well played on him now. Body's just got to try and run from here because he cannot do much to help. The Viper Strike on him, the Purification is not going to do that much. He is going to fall. And Body's going to get revealed. Oh, she hung around way too long. She's going to pop the invis again. Fade time on Nature's Guys, not the best. Just keeping her alive, though. Oh. Bit of a misplay by her, but it wasn't fatal. They're going to try and take this tier 1 bottom now. It's on pretty low health, so unless you want to commit a pretty decent force, they're only going to send 2000 in, and they're just going to dive this. Not the greatest TP, he didn't have any backup. He's going to run away. The Rayfire Blast is going to fly. That could secure the kill. It looks like he is going to drop to WP. Bigby's going to rotate in now. He's going to hit a 3-man overgrowth. It's pretty nice. 3000's coming in as well to give a bit of backup. Rayfire Blast flying again. It's so spammable, that stun. Double kill for WP at the moment. The Exorcism's flying on Vyros. He's not doing too great. They could take this, but they need to commit a lot to kill him. They're throwing the Rayfire Blast again. That's the 3rd one to hit this game. Here comes the Reaper Scythe to secure the kill. 3 for 0, and the tower falls to the Dire, just being burst down by that siege creep. I imagine that would be a very nasty... No XP on the side of RG, and very little damage done. Just 3 kills for Push It there. Completely 3 kills. They've got 2 here, but you're not going to be able to make anything happen. You have to back out. Lifesteal are actually still only level 5. Had the worst time in lane. They're going to rotate a 4th down now, and Push It should really just look to say, okay, we've taken this tower, let's go somewhere else and take another one. And it does look like that's what they're going to do. Levin's gone and picked up his mana boost, and he is stealing that intelligence still. So that is sort of a 3/5 ability on Silencer, which is pretty damn good. Got 18 intelligence stolen at the moment, so if you can make things happen with him, you can spam anything you want all the live long day. And just get lovely, lovely mana. Deftis on very low health, and 3,000 looking to go on him. They're going to throw the open wounds onto WP, though, and here comes the Guardian Angel. It's big. The Overgrowth's going to cancel out a little bit of it. It's going to keep them there so they can't run away. Deftis is going to escape, and now they're turning their attention to WP, who's on the run. He's running pretty damn fast, actually. Curse of the Silence, and he's looking at going back in. That's a bit of a mistake. Throwing the Wraithfire Blast just to keep a bit of trouble. Drums are going to pop because of the Wraith King. Here they come. Oliver Queen cleaning up, and it looks like Lifesteal is just about to get away. They're going to pop 2 for 1 at the moment, and now you've got Virus on the run as well. Oliver Queen looking to make this a double. He's hitting down as much as he can. It's going to be a double on Levin instead. Now they're really diving here. 3,000 in a lot of trouble. You get once, the Nature's Guys get to pop it. It's not going to be enough. And this could be a team wipe. They're looking at body, and it is. It's going to be a 5 for 1 to the favour of Push It. Very well played by them. And on top of all that, they're going to take the free tower again. And just clean up this creep wave. Lots of issues coming out on the side of RG at the moment. Item-wise, we've seen the mech getting picked up by the Viper. That's really helping them, actually. It gives them that ability to dive in the fights if they need it, causing huge amounts of trouble. And on the side of RG, there's very little. Very little at all, actually. We've got a Mantle on Peabody, so could be a basic Mantle, could be picking an Null Talisman up. Just, they've got very little. She can do very little, and she can't build anything. Meanwhile, Nyx has got his Power Treads now, and he's picking up another smoke. So they are trying to make early kills happen still. Whether they can take him at this point is a different question. Deft is going to be caught in a no man's land here, in a lot of trouble. The Splitter's going to catch 2, and that's really going to help him. The open wound's slowing him down. You've got Well Played chasing down Body as much as he can, and the Link has been really big on 3,000. 112 extra, while doing a lot of damage. Ray Fire Blast flowing onto Big B. The Exorcism flies. The Reaper's Scythe goes out as well. That's going to pick up the Treant. It's going to be the kill for the Wraith King. The Rage Lifestealer doing as much damage as he can. They're just trying to avoid this virus at the moment. They don't want to fight into that Exorcism if they don't have to. It's currently 4 for 0. The Splitter's going to miss. Virus is going to get burst down as well. It is going to be another team wipe for the side of Push It. And that one was taken pretty uncontestedly. I don't think a single death on the side of Push It, no. They're really just starting to snowball now. RG need to make something happen very quickly. And they just need to stop taking these fights. That's what they can't take these fights. They are too far ahead, and if they just keep throwing themselves at it, they're just going to keep getting further and further ahead for Push It. Why 3,000's there at the moment, I'm not sure. They're going to have to repel him just to try and keep him alive and discourage the dive. They're slowly sending in rotations. They've got a 5-man there as soon as this TP finishes, and they could be looking to go. It's currently 4v5, but I still favour the side of Push It here. If they want to take it, they can. Oliver Queen going to go invis with Vendetta. It doesn't matter if they can see him, it's just that initial hit, then there it pops. They're focusing down the Wraith King. He's got Reincarnation available. The Guardian Angel as well is a huge ability coming out here. It doesn't matter if you're getting Static Link now, because there is nothing you can do to stop it. Bigby just getting burst down. It's going to be a double kill for WoW so far. And 3 down. 3 for 0 again. Lots of abilities used, but worth it. Just really securing that extra time in that snowball. And as they take the tier 2, they're going to also focus their attention on the tier 1. Less so, but just to pick up that extra bit of gold. It'll be uncontested because they want to focus down here. WoW's got his Blink Dagger. That's really nice. He can afford to do these little mistakes right now. He can afford to be down here. I wouldn't even call it a mistake. Just because he's got Reincarnation available, if he does get picked off, he'll just be back straight away. They're pinging him out. And they just want him to get back a little bit. But he's just walking around. He doesn't give a shit that they've got this tower up. They don't anymore, but he could just walk this. This area now belongs to the Dire. No questions about it. Virus looking to make something happen, but they're going to say don't go. And it's the right decision not to. Oliver Queen in Vendetta, wanting to get this right click now. It's very important he gets this, otherwise Vendetta will have been a little bit of a waste. They're going to pick up 3,000. Stampede's going to fly as well. Here it comes. A lot of abilities being used. Overgrowth and the Plasma Field. And now the Split Earth coming out. Exorcism's flying. Here comes the Purification on the Reaper Scythe's going to save Bigby. Lots of heal coming out there. Oliver Queen currently on a double. Looking to turn it around now onto Bigby, who's on the run. Deft is very low health, but he's going to use the Death Pulse to try and stay alive. The Ray Fire Blast's going to secure the kill on Bigby. And now Peabody's on the run. He's going to get repelled out to try and save him, but it's not going to be enough. And it's going to be another 4 for 1. Really nasty fights, GG being called, and it's the right decision. You can't do anything else. Push It just snowballing all the way ahead. So, 16-minute game. I believe that's the quickest game we've had so far in the group stages. So, it's good they saved it for the last day. Once this GG comes to the end, we'll just have a look at the fact that we've got the net worth over 20k in the favour of Push It and just under 20k for the experience as well. So that's going to be the first game of the day, and we're going to have quite a big break, about half an hour before the next game, I imagine. So we'll be coming back then. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you there.
Counts and all that, but other than the Lina, who's still not level 6, they don't have any like mobile initiation per se. No one, no way to jump.
Top lane, Clockwork's going to
lane.
dive a little bit too
Lina's
deep there.
going to be toast again.
Kuka's just TP'd out, so it's only a 2v1.
Oh.
Light Striker Array is going to come out. Clockwork drops to half HP, it doesn't matter, he's got his ult. And there goes Lina. And Clockwork's going to disengage just for now. That was a fairly easy kill, and Kuka could have, maybe done something about it, given the fact that he was, he's the heavy damage dealer right here, but I don't know. He's only level 5. He has how many levels below Wind Ranger? He's almost like, he's half, more than half the level of Wind Ranger right now, which is, she did get a rampage, but, in terms of heavy hitters and people who's going to be making the plays right now, we want more from this Kunkka, and I don't see it happening for, too long a time. Brewmaster showed Dragon form. We've got 2 Dragon Knights in the field right now on the side of Absurd. He's going to have a haste rune as well, so BMC are going to be quite careful, and Lina's, looking to try and defend.
Okay, game 2 of the final day. We've got Push It versus somebody else who I've completely forgotten. We'll figure that out in a minute. Apologies for that. So, looking at the teams, the big standout, we've got 5 melee on the side of Push It compared to only 3 melee on the other side. Not that great, in all honesty. That could cause a little bit of issue. In the pool, we've got Treant, we've got Faceless Void, we have Broodmother, Phantom Assassin, Bounty Hunter versus the Sand King, the Tinker, the Death Prophet, Sven, and Nyx. It's interesting. There could be quite a bit of trouble here. Of course, we've got the Wild Guard of Warlock and the Slark as well. So trouble could be coming out. In fact, I don't think there's any orb effects in this game. None at all. So it is going to be 5 melee versus 2 ranged and 3 melee. There's a lot of stuns and things about. There's the potential. We've got Janada getting picked up at level 1. So Bounty Hunter could be looking to make something really nasty happen. We've seen how brutal that effect can be with Treant. But it's a good point to pick it up now anyway, because Treant is so far at the back of the queue. Picking 2 in a row, but the chances of the crit that good, going that long without it, are real issues. There's still the Sven Cleave available, so as we could be seeing that getting picked up, that combined with Janada or something along those lines can also be a really nasty combination. It looks like the Radiant side are favouring a couple of the big ultimates at the moment. We've got Vendetta. Yesterday we saw how nasty Sven with Vendetta can be. Svendetta, as Sean coined it. That could cause a lot of issues, and a very nice pickup in fact. We've got Rearm as well getting picked up by the Death Prophet, and Rearm too can be an ability that's just insanely powerful when you can combine it with some of these ridiculous spells. I'm just imagining what we may be seeing it with. Normally we tend to see March of the Machines getting picked up, a bit of a push strat. Potentially Spawn Spiderlings, although I'm not sure how viable that would be. It's interesting. Nasty, we're getting the Essence Shift being picked up on the Faceless Void along with the Pounce. That could cause a lot of issues for the Radiant side. Again, another big ultimate getting picked up by the Radiant with the Overgrowth as well. Treant's build, meh. Shadow Dance is good. Leech Seed, it's not the best ability. I would have liked to have seen something else. Blink coming out on the Bounty Hunter. Oh boy, that's going to hurt. Sven's got his Cleave. That's going to hurt. Right Clicker's coming out of the wazoo right now. Actually going to pick up Spawn Spiderling straight away. So, it's on a 10-second cooldown anyway. Whether it's worth sacrificing a fair amount of mana and Rearm to just sort of build them up. The advantage being you're able to go back to base and keep spamming them. I'm not sure. Maybe March of the Machines would have been a better pickup. I can certainly get behind picking it. Maybe not just as your first ability, however. But we will again have to see how that's played in game. We've got the PA picking up the Exorcism, so she needs Witchcraft really to make that viable. Be interesting to see if she is able to grab that. Just looking at it is currently still in the game. We've got a Chronosphere getting picked up by well played as well. The ability to blink Chrono could be nasty. Do very nasty indeed. Tinker's going Warcry, Stormhammer, Overgrowth. I'm not the biggest fan of that build, but it's okay. Really, there's nothing especially amazing about it. We've got the truck. That's the big one for the Radiant side at the moment. Getting that extra gold and getting so far ahead. Void's picked up Coupe de Grace. Oh, that's going to hurt. The ability to pounce on him, to steal the agility, and to crit as well. He could cause a lot of issues. I wonder what he'll be going to pick that up. Maybe a Blur to be a little bit more tanky. Or a Time Lock to get the chance to stun. Oh, that's a very nice pickup. That's going to be causing lots of issues. We do seem to be having a semi-push strat coming out from the side of Push It. They've got the Chaotic Offerings and they've got the Caustic Finales to help push. They've also got the Crypt Swarm to spam, and they've got Witchcraft to boost that, and the Exorcism. So PA is a Death Prophet with an Impale. But there's nothing amazing. Pantera, she's going to be the one to look out for with the Spiderlings, with the March of the Machines, and with the Fatal Bonds. I really like that Fatal Bonds pickup. That's going to work especially well with March of the Machines and Spiderlings. So, that could be a good build. It'll be interesting to see how she works it. Incapacitating Bite on the Sven's going to be causing issues as well with the slows. Again, it could just be a game where Sven's a monster because he's got that Vendetta. It's such a good ability, and it's rare that you have an ability that boosts one hero so well. But Vendetta is huge on him. Okay, so as we put boosting, it's WNC versus Push It. Apologies for forgetting the name of WNC. We've got Kenny McCormick on the Nyx Assassin. We have Crot on the Tinker. DotA2VO Best DotA2VO on the Sand King. On the Death Prophet, we have Terif208. And on the Sven, we have Mr. X, the man to look out for today. On the side of Push It, on the Brood Mother, we have Levin, who is going solo off lane by the looks of it. Mid, we have WP on the Bounty Hunter. Does seem to be their solid mid player. He was certainly it last game. We've got Defdis on the Phantom Assassin. Oliver Queen on the Faceless Void. And WoW on the Treant Protector. Treant's a good hero in these games. A really good hero just because of this base damage. I know we talked about it a bit in the last one. This time it's a little bit more viable. He's got Shadow Dance, he's got Time Walk, and he's got Leech Seed. So it works a bit better than it was built in the last game, just to get that damage out and get into the fights quickly. But again, I'm not the biggest fan of not building him a carry. When you have that option, I don't understand why you wouldn't take it. Next, picking up a Null Talisman, and since the previous day where we saw lots of Dagon rushes, I always get scared when I see a Null Talisman getting picked up straight away. Particularly on a Nyx. Although, that said, it could be viable for his build right now. He's got Track to give him a boost, he's got the Shadow Walk so he can be invis and get close, and he's got Burst Down from Heat Seeking and Shuriken Toss, so I can actually get behind the Dagon rush here, as opposed to how it was yesterday. So that Broodmother is going to be going against the tri-lane of Sven, Tinker and Nyx. Mid we've got the Bounty going against the Death Prophet. And up top we have the Sand King going solo against the Treant, the Void, and the PA. So it's not too bad, honestly. You've got ranged versus a melee mid, and that'll be a bit of an issue for WP. And he's not got that much sustainability, in fact. Dark Pack can get him out of tough issues, but honestly, I think that's a lost lane if Terra plays this right. I said that last time against Woplayed, and he killed the Nyx for first blood, so maybe I'm wrong. It almost always happens. Bottom lane, again, you're going to have a bit of difficulty with the fact that you're a melee and you're against one ranged and two melee, but it's not too bad with that invis. Push It doing a very nice pull through at the moment, actually. Going to really try and deny as much as they can to DotA2VO Best DotA2VO. He's going to hang around and seep some of the experience, but it's not going to be quite as much, I imagine. And he's not going to be getting any last hits. They're actually going to see him, so he has the potential to grab a couple here and there. That's not too bad. Already the push coming out fairly strong from the Death Prophet. She's gone for the second level in Fatal Bonds and max in Spiderlings. WP's going to go on her here, actually. He's using the Blink and the Janada. He's not quite got the damage at the moment, but he's picked up an Orb of Venom, which is actually a really nice pickup here, just to keep that harass going and to keep her out of lane. So that's his idea. He's going to have to fall back, let the tower take damage, and then now and again, oh, it could be First Blood up top. You've got the Pounce coming, and the Crypt Swarm's flying out as well now. Best out of one, very low health. They don't want to dive it, and it's the right decision, but oh, it was tempting. He was on very low health there. He's not got much regen though, so it is still standing okay. We've got sentries out on the side of the Radiant, and wow, that Dire Ward can't spot it out. Alternatively, it goes the other way, and Levin knows there's one there. Oh, the range on that. We've got a TP coming up from Tinker top. She's actually going to commit another sentry to try and ward this, and I don't think I'm the biggest fan. Do they still have sentries available? That's the question. It looks like they don't, so it is okay to commit that second sentry. They've had to rotate the Tinker up because their Sand King's just getting punished far too hard. The issue for the mid right now is it's another Null Talisman. They could be thinking Dagon's all the way. As we watch Woofy just dump on him, he's not going to go, but I'm going to have to just check that hopefully these aren't Dagon rushes, hopefully these are just blank Null Talismans. I don't believe anything after yesterday. Wow, very deep in. Going to take a couple of right clicks and just get the hell out. Push It too, being very cautious, just sort of running about, doing damage here and there, playing it very Broodmother-esque. Tinker roaming about, trying to make things happen. Hasn't been successful in that yet. And hero level wise, he's not doing the best. Last hits denied. Sven currently sitting on top, so that's a really good lane for them. Alternatively, we've got the Faceless Void on the other side, so both carries are getting farm. Well played, winning his lane again on last hits denies against another ranged hero with the advantage, using this blink mana combo to just do huge amounts. The reason it's so good is the fact that it costs such little mana. He can do it pretty solidly. The cooldowns are just getting lower and lower. Level 4 would be a real issue, actually. Although he's in very deep now. He's going to throw the Chronosphere. He could get the first blood, but he's going to fall as well. No way out of it. There is a way out of it. The Burrow Strike's just going to miss, and he's going to get on the edges of the March of the Machines. Very well played. Well played is winning all of his lanes today, and he shouldn't be. That was a nice initiation. He was just waiting for that level 6. And again, another mid lane one. WP standing out very, very clearly on the side of Push It right now. But Mr. X has got this cleave. He's got Incapacitating Bite and he's got Blur. He can be a huge issue later on. And I'd be concerned. They've got the Sentry Ward out. Again, it can't spot out the Dire Wards. They've not been too great with the placement. And they're letting Levin know that they can see them, which alternatively isn't the best option. WP again punishing Terra just for going for such a greedy mana build. That's the downside to her build. It's so mana intensive, even rearm's an expensive mana cost. So until she gets rearm and Boots of Travel, she's really going to struggle. 11 very deep in. That's because they're backed up by WoW. Looking to make something happen on Mr. X. The Stormhowler's going to fly from Crot, however. Mr. X getting down by WoW. He's going to fall down. They are very close now. They're getting hit down by the towers and they're on the run. They're focusing down 11, which was a bit of a mistake. It's going to let WoW to walk off as well. And it's just going to be a free kill for the side to Push It. 11 just going to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, they're going to pounce on DotA2VO Best DotA2VO up top. It's a really nice pounce, and it's let them stand there. Oh! The Carapace doing a bit of difficulty, but it doesn't matter. Oliver going to get the kill. The Impale did quite a bit there as well. It was very nice, just as the pounce was ending, to keep him stun locked. Again, Push It looking very well in the early game, and WNC not doing too good. WP really standing out. Phantom Assassin just going to deny the regen rune to the Terror. Well played diving as well. The Crips one coming out as well. This could be another kill. Janada's offering 3 seconds. Maybe it would have been worth saving the blink for that, but he can chase so quickly and it's on such a low cooldown now of 5 seconds that he can just keep throwing it out. A very nice build actually. I underestimated how good this build was. And there's been no need to pick up Dark Pact. Meanwhile, we're just going to catch the edges of Sven going down as McCormick goes into invisibility. This is troublesome for WNC right now. If you can't get the farm on the Sven, if you can't get the farm on the Death Prophet, you're really going to struggle. Levin's going deep in for Crot here, but Mr. X is rotating in as well. She can use those webs, however, and just get the hell out of there. She's looking for Crot. She wants him really badly. She's going to kill him with the laser. Mr. X just sort of going to farm up as much as he can. They don't want to give this golem to him. He won't be too interested in chasing it right now, just because the amount of damage it can do to a level 4 Sven isn't the greatest when you're trying to bring him down. But if you can hit him with a few cleaves, it would be okay. It looks like he isn't going to get the gold, though. 11 again, just playing cautiously. Fatal Bond's doing a bit of harass up top. They've got the Living Armor. It's done very little so far in the game. And we'll have another rotation from Push It. Really using their rotating supports well at the moment. Deftis looking to make something happen. They know that McCormick and Mr. X are there. They haven't got any observer wards out, so they're not going to be able to spot us out until it's too late. They see 11, they throw the Shuriken. Now McCormick's on the way. They're going to use the Leech Seed to slow down X, who's on the run. The Impale's going to hit McCormick, but they don't know that because of the invisibility. 11 very deep in. McCormick giving chase to Q now. This could be close on both sides. Mr. X is just trying to burst down 11. The Shuriken's flying onto Q. He's using the Living Armor on himself. Mr. X and 11 both very low as well, as Q just walks away. Levin wants to take this very badly. He's using the laser to try and get the stun. He's going to get the kill now. It was that blind that really secured it. Can he go invis in time? Deftis is coming in. The Impale's just going to miss. Levin's trapped, and they know he's trapped. But Deftis is there as well to cause issues. The Burrow Strike's going to pick up Levin, and Deftis is going to fall here as well by the looks of it. They're on the run, and this is where the melee comes into a bit of an issue for the side of the Radiant. But it is going to be another kill. The first 2 kills in favour of WNC. It was a very nice block. And the Burrow Strike was really nice as well, securing the Double kill there. And the teamwork managed to split the gold completely. Death Prophet wants to get their Boots of Travel up pretty quickly, I'd imagine. She hits it at level 6, decided not to reharm up. That's a pretty normal build with the Tinker. WP going on and now again. He's got Chronosphere up. It's going to give time for Death Disc to come in and just spam the Crypt Swarm. They're trying to leave the kill for Terra, for WP, and they're going to get it. She didn't have that much she could spam without taking the kill, so it was nobody's fault. And it was the right decision at the end of the day. Just took a little bit longer. Levin's tracked. This is where it gets problematic for her now. They're going to throw down the Golem, and now McCormick's on the run as well. Levin's still tracked. This Invis doing very little for her apart from giving a phase right now, but they are on the chase. They're going to back off. Baiting out the Warlock ultimate was quite big. Meanwhile, Void's just going to die to the Sand King. Looks like he dove a little bit too far. He's going to use the Stormhammer. It's going to catch 2. This could be Levin dying. WP's going to get a kill mid lane during all of this. Here comes a Burrow Strike catching 1. The Impale flies as well. There's going to get a pause. Okay. So during all of this, WP managed to kill the Death Prophet. And the pause is getting called out. So, here's what we're going to see down here now. Let's have a look. Mr. X, very low health. DotA2VO, best DotA2VO, very low health. Levin and DefDos are on low health. And Krot is on low health as well. Even the Treant with the highest health is just above half. He's got his magic wands to tank up, and he's got the living armor ready to go. They're going to be using this time now to plan because they're human, and I imagine the other side will be as well. Who's going to win this is interesting. The Golem's going to be causing a lot of issues. If they want to go in for this on the side of WNC, they have to fight around the Golems. However, could it be worth it for the track kill on the Broodmother? If they can get it, then yes. Whether they can get it is another question. We're going to find out now. With another pause. Oh, not quite sure. Okay, here we go. So they're going to go in a Krot. Levin's going to try and burst him down. Mr. X is running from 1. There's going to be a double kill for Levin before he gets burst down by the laser and he's on the run. The Golem's going to pick up a kill. The Burrow Strike's going to catch 2, and that's going to secure the kill on the tree and the kill on Death Disc if they can get it. It's going to be very, very close. DotA2VO, best DotA2VO risking a lot to go in. He's going to get burst down by the Oliver, just walking right into that. Oliver going to pounce now and go on to McCormick as well. McCormick's going to go invis. He knows where he is, but the track wasn't dropped. And no Coup de Grace to secure that kill for him. I believe a 1 for 0 with everyone getting out on low health. But no, it's going to keep going. Krot's going to get pounced on, and WP is going to go on to Terra. Krot's going to get stunned on the Oliver. Oliver's going to get him anyway, and it's going to make that a 3 for 0. Mr. X in at the moment. Got to be very cautious. He's got that Vendetta. That's what he wants. He wants that kill now. McCormick going to get picked up by the Oliver. They're going to pop the dust! Oh, they're going to see him. It wasn't used for him, but the blink is going to secure it. And another DC on the side of WNC. So, 5 for 0 at the end of that. Turned around very nicely, actually. I was expecting a lot of kills. I wasn't expecting them all to be on one side. That was a surprise. And that dust was very unfortunate for Mr. X. They used it to pick up the Nyx, I believe. Yeah. And he just got caught on the edge of it. He wanted to get that Vendetta kill. He would have died anyway for it, but whether it would have been worthwhile, it definitely isn't now. Listen to that TP noise, very aggressive. So currently the gold 7k in favour of Push It, and the experience round about the same, just about to hit 7k I imagine. In 10 minutes in, 16 to 5. It is not going great for WNC, and Push It once again are showing that they're a very terrifying early presence in the game, which is something we've been seeing a lot of. Just going to move away so we don't hear that TP for all of this pause. Death Disc, very low health, but he did get out. He's got a haste ring as well, so they can come back in at some point and make something happen. So, looking at the items, we've got the couple of Null's Talismans, and it looks like we're getting another one built. The Circlet Mantle of Intelligence, I believe, is part of the recipe. I really hope it's not Dagon's. I really do. Tinker's got very little, not even boots yet. Alternatively, on the side of Push It, we've got bottles coming out. We've got the Oblivion Staff. Could be an Orchid, could be a Refresher. It could be a Refresher, and it would make sense. Do they go Refresher with the Chaotic Offering? But I feel like you'd go Scepter first. So perhaps that is an Orchid. We've got the Battle Fury being built on the Oliver. That could cause a lot of issue, in fact. Especially with that Coup de Grace. That would be huge. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a Battle Fury. But the big items are starting to be built on the side of Push It. And opposed to that, the Radiant have got very little. A Hand of Midas that hasn't been able to do that much because he's been dead for most of the time. Call out for a stand-in being needed. Hopefully we won't need to. Are they going without the... Looks like they're going without Death Prophet. Interesting. Well played going in now on DotA2VO, best DotA2VO. He's on the run. They're going to get another TP rotation in. It's going to force him to back off. He's going to get stunned, and the Burrow Strike's coming out as well. The Carapace should have secured that kill. He's going to use the Chrono to try and get out, and he could turn this onto DotA2VO. It's going to be very close. WP decided to run away now. He's got the Dark Pact, and he could turn this if he wants, but it'd be close again. He's going to get picked up by the Burrow Strike. Meanwhile, Oliver's just going to add to his dominating streak down bottom. And Sven going to go farming top. DotA2VO, best DotA2VO getting pinged out, but he's going to get out alive. Interesting decision to carry on without the Death Prophet. Whether they feel they can take it as 4. It's not been going so great as 5 at the moment, so I don't understand, but we'll see. Potentially just issues that can't be avoided. Tower up top taking quite a bit of damage, but it's nothing too significant. And do they have living armor? I'm trying to remember which side does. It's actually on the side of the Dire, so they could use it. And they could just heal that back up very nice and slowly. Has Death Prophet picked up the Boots of Travel? No. And she's DC'd, so she's not going to get them anytime soon. Perhaps getting a little bit frustrated with the game, how it's been going. That wasn't your Skype, that was mine. If it happens again, I'll cancel it in a second, don't worry. So, WP running away from Mr. X at the moment. They're going to have to back off. I will close down Skype right now, just so we don't have to deal with that. So, as they go down, WP getting chased down now by Mr. X and Best DotA2VO. He's on the run. They could dive this, but he's going to look to turn it. Spike Carapace again. Really nice. Living armor coming out onto WP to secure it, but the Burrow Strike going to catch him there. This could be a huge issue. The tower is focusing down Mr. X at the moment after the ult click from Best DotA2VO. Living armor saving life. And WP going back in on Best DotA2VO. During all of this, of course, their bottom just getting kill after kill on Oliver. It's causing huge trouble. And the Chronosphere going top on DotA2VO, best DotA2VO to secure the kill for W. He thinks he's dead and he isn't! Oh, he needs to back the hell out now. Wow. If he gets out of this, DotA2VO, best DotA2VO just made a very nice play, but no, they are going to catch him. So, while that didn't go great for them, Sand King is very good with that Spike Carapace. It saved him a lot of times in that fight. McCormick going to TP in and instantly get stunned. Spike Carapace coming out has been really nice from SK, and he deserves a little shout out for that because it saved his life a lot of times, and it's interrupted with genuine kills a couple of times as well. They're going to take the tier 1. Spike Carapace sadly not enough to turn games. At least not yet. They're going to fortify this, and why wouldn't you? You'll get a free refill. Going to drop down to the Treant Protector. Just really secure this gold advantage. Net worth, we've got the 3 cores of the Dire side at the top 3 spots. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I'll say it again. You do not want to be in this position. Especially not when the roaming supports are higher than 3 of the heroes. But the track kills are coming out, and this could help. They are going to get the deny as well, which is very nice. The kill on Levin will be huge for them if they can get it. Best DotA2VO giving a chase. He's got Burrow Strike in 1 second. It's going to be a kill. They've thrown out the rock. The Burrow Strike's going to get it up, and now he just needs to run away. Rock, interesting decision, but here comes Oliver to make it the right one. Picking up 1 kill. The Storm Harrow going to fly onto Death Dis. It's defensive, but... the Overgrowth as well doing huge work. They're going to pop the dust. WP using Dark Pact to chase down Krot. Cryptsworn coming out as well, going to secure another kill for Oliver. Meanwhile, Sven going to drop down to the Treant Protector, and this could be a tier 2. The Rock being very nicely used, actually. It looked like it had been baited out as survival, but it did a huge amount of damage in that fight, and it caused a lot of issues for them. And it allowed Oliver to come up from behind and just screw them. Exorcism popping now, tearing apart this tower. Actually not a single level in Witchcraft at the moment, so it's not the strongest ultimate, but it's doing the job along with the Rock. And that's the reason Witchcraft is so good with Death Prophet, the fact that it gives extra spirits to her ultimate. I believe it's 6 at level 4. Yes, it is. So look, there's only four lonely little spirits at the moment, but that'll change anyway as she levels it up. and she will start leveling the ultimate and witchcraft up. My god, she won't go stats. Oliver going to get chased down here, but it's a very nice impale to protect him. The Crypt Swarm's going to miss just barely. Oliver's still on the run, but he's getting living armoured up to give him a little bit of a hand. DotA2VO best DotA2VO chasing very far. The Spike Carapace again to save him. He's using the Burrow Strike in. Now they can chase this. Here comes the Time Walk from the WO and the Blink from WOP. So this is dead. And they're going to use the Chronosphere. The pings will be coming out there saying, why the hell did you do that? WP needs to blink onto Deftest to get out of here. There we go. And the Treant Protector just going to Time Walk out in a second. Blink Dagger getting picked up by the Faceless Void is going to add it to really nasty situations. Actually quite a nice shoulders on Faceless Void. Don't think I've seen them before. I am a loot whore in Dota. 11 looking to make something happen on Mr. X. Here comes the laser. Are they going to get the kill? He's going to get tracked and they're going to pop the dust. And Mr. X is just going to Vendetta her for one. Wow. Not nice. Not nice at all. So Mr. X is still very much game-changing potential with that Vendetta. He will hit level 2 fairly soon, and that could do a big buff for him. He's picking up the Ogre Club, and that could be the start of a BKB. Looking at the abilities they've got that game, this isn't actually a bad decision by him. The Chronosphere can go through it, the Chaotic Offering will be pretty much redundant against it, but there are physicals like Exorcism and passives like Coup de Grace, but it will keep him alive against some of the stronger abilities. Whether there's better options out there, I'm sure there are. The Pounce is going to be mistimed, and the Burrow Strike's going to come out onto Oliver. Pounce actually messing him up here. They're using the Stormhammer and the Dust to bring him down. Living Armor's not going to be enough, and he's dead. Perhaps a bit over cocky on the side of push it. And they're going to punish for that. McCormick on the run. Invis going to help him. Dark Pact just to get rid of that track. Nice little combo. Building a Desolator, only 300 away from that. And that, again, is going to have a huge impact on the game. Meanwhile, bottom, there's a huge fight. The rock's getting dropped. The Exorcism's flying out. We've got Crypt Swarms and a Living Armor on Levum. Here comes the Dust to try and burst her down. Mr. X is on the run now instead. He's trying to run away. The laser's going to come out. It's a very nice Burrow Strike catching too, but the Crypt Swarm's going to come in and kill him. Now they're running away from Deftest. DotA2VO best DotA2VO on the run from 2 and the Golem. The Spike Arrow is trying to save him as much as he can. Deftest still right behind him. They've not got mana to do too much, and the TPN's going to force them to get back. Currently 2 for 2. And interesting, I'm trying to figure out if Death Prophet's actually... She is just AFK, it's really sad. It's a really sad thing to see. Perhaps this game could have gone differently. They are sort of dragging their back into it a little tiny bit. Saying that, it is still over 10k in the advantage. Meanwhile, Oliver jumping onto the... Oh, it's a very nice Burrow Strike to get out of there, though. The Chrono's just going to catch McCormick. They can actually come in and just hit the sides from there. The Stormhammer's going to catch 2, though. Here comes Wild to do a little bit of damage as well. The Track and Oliver do an issue. The Star Pack flying, and that's going to do a lot of damage. WP on a dominating streak. Mr. X fighting against WP now, trying to burst him down. He can get the kill. Whether he can get there long enough, though. Here comes the stun locking, and that's what they need to keep him alive. The Dust is going to pop. He's earned down, and they can dive this now. WoW going to come in, do a couple of right clicks. Mr. X hitting her for a lot, but it's not enough at this point. Hammer and the Burrow Strike coming in, but DotA2VO best DotA2VO in a rock and a hard place. Spike Carabas again protecting him. Oliver Queen coming in, bursting down the Tinker. It's the blink into the jump into the Coup de Grace that's getting the kills there. Also got a Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade. So that's very nice. DotA2VO best DotA2VO getting caught. Oliver doing as much damage as he can, and Levin chasing. The Coup de Grace is going to hit once, and it's going to secure the double kill for Oliver. McCormick coming back in, doing more damage. He's throwing the Shuriken. There's a trap Levin, and they're giving chase. Oliver knows what he's doing, and he's just trying to keep up with Levin right now. Levin trying to stay in those webs. Living Armor popped on him. They're going to throw the track onto Oliver as well, and they're looking for that kill now. McCormick getting burst down by WP on the run. During all of this, the Sand King's going to drop, and McCormick's going to die. Here comes Pantera, being micromanaged at this point, trying to do little right clicks to WP. This game is over. They lasted longer than the previous enemies to push it. 4 minutes so far, but the DC really didn't help them. And it's setting them back hugely far. And the reason they're not calling GG, I imagine just for the fact that it's time-based if there is a draw. The drawing on the map is not happy drawing at all. Sand King picking up his scepter now. Can be good with God's strength. He's not got the worst strength in the world, currently sitting at 62. So it's quite good, and it gives a nice damage buff to all the people nearby, so it could cause trouble. WP looking to make a kill on DotA2VO, best DotA2VO, but he spiked Carapace and the Stormhammer coming in. Mr. X being the game changer here. If he gets this extra buff from the Aghanim Scepter, he can do a lot. He is building a BKB. Currently trying to farm up his mythical hammer for it. Oliver Queen just going in on Crot. They're going to pop the dust and throw the track on him. They really want him dead. The overgrowth was actually really nice. There's a lot of blur coming out right now. He's on there, and not blur, the living armor cancelling it out. Here he comes. He's going to pick up one kill, and he's going to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, Levin and WoW chasing down Mr. X, trying to bring him down, as we have McCormick just scouting out and trying to find an opportunity to go on Death Dis or Queen. Mr. X on the run. They keep using these urn shards on him. He's going to go buy a TP and try and get the hell out of there. I don't think they've got an interrupt for this. He's on the one. Oliver going to pick up one kill. He's going to get stunned out now. There's the Impale from the PA. The Crips one coming out as well, and that's going to be 3 for 1 at the moment. Little bit bad luck for the side of WNC. And the gold is just going to push further into the advantage of Push It. And that's actually a big thing, because they aren't the ones with track. Normally you see if the ones with track have had a couple of kills, they can start to do a little bit of snowballing, but in this game they've just had not the opportunity. Ball has been firmly in the side of Push It's court all the way through. If it helps, WNC do have a nicer flag though. Look at that little guy. So they're going to take down the tier 2, and they could go high ground if they wanted. It is an Orchid that we got picked up on the Broodmother as well. Okay. That's actually quite useful. McCormick spotted out by the Sentry Ward. He's in a lot of trouble. Can he get out of its range? Barely. It looks like he's going to go down anyway. The Overgrowth's going to come out and allow the laser to get the double kill for 11. Here comes the rock getting dropped. Best DotA2VO on the run now as well. He's got a spike carapace. Well played, just going to melt down the Death Prophet. Absolutely. Mr. X looking for a nice Vendetta kill right here. The dust is going to pop as well. They're going to go on him. They're bursting him down fairly quickly. The Burrow Strike's huge. It's a triple kill right now for the Broodmother. Oliver Queen trying to chase down Best DotA2VO. He is on the run and he is going to fall. It's going to be a complete team wipe, and that is going to be the game. They may send in the Death Prophet. They're going to do a couple of buybacks for an opportunity, but this Rax is going to go before they can even get in and do too much. In fact, if Mr. X goes in, he dies. No way about it. He could go for a Vendetta kill. That's his only option right now, and hope he gets a really nice cleave as well, but like I said, the Rax is falling. They're going to pounce onto Mr. X now and try and burst him down. It's a brave decision. His team aren't quite there, and the cleave is still doing huge amounts of damage. The hammer's just going to miss the WO. I believe the living armor helping him there as well. Shuriken coming out. They're really giving chase. Levin coming in now. The time walking out, so they're in a bit more of a friendly position. The Impale's hitting free. It's a very nice Impale. Well played trying to get as many kills on Mr. X as they can right now. Well played has built this especially well. Currently standing out for one of the best players on the side of Push It, winning their mid lanes in both games very convincingly against hard lanes. And his builds have been pretty solid throughout. WoW going to get picked out by the Burrow Strike, and he is just going to melt, but he's going to time walk away. Potential for escape? They do have the track, so they have the boosted movement speed, and the rocket's coming out as well. It's going to be close actually. He's using living armor to get him out as much as he can, and Levin's escorting him, excuse me. They can go on this, I imagine, but here comes Well Played with a haste rune. That's not a nasty thing to see. Oh, and it's a 2-man chrono. It's going to be a double kill. It's almost got stole by the Broodmother, but not quite. Spike Carapace again coming out, doing big damage. Well Played getting living armored up, and now he's on the run. He's got that haste rune, so it's not too much of an issue. Mr. X just going back to farming. More smokes getting picked up for the side of Push It. Well Played initiating in on Mr. X now. Going to secure the triple kill with the help of the laser from the Broodmother. It's a very nice Impale. They've got Spike Carapace, so they can do very little, but that's going to wear off. Then DotA2VO's going to fly. It's going to get an ultra kill for WP. GG getting called. As the Oliver just picks up Roche to make sure it's a nice little thing to end on. It was a good game. Honestly, Push It, once again, coming out fairly strong. DC's coming out massive sides of WNC. It was unlucky that they had potential technical difficulties, potential rage quit on the Death Prophet. We don't know. We honestly just don't know about that. But it is going to be currently 2-0 victories for Push It, who have one more game to play today and are looking very strong as they go into that game. So, we're going to take a quick break. We will be back in a little while, and you can catch us then.
Faceless Void. we're unpaused. Go, 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 kill, 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 kill.
You need these high
Yeah.
intel heroes, otherwise you just won't have the base pool to sustain it.
Nah, I agree with you
So
in that one. I mean,
it's a little
excellent in
tough,
late game when you do have the mana pool. But yeah, I think it was built
Yeah,
on a.
but getting there is where
Leshrac.
you struggle.
Yeah, the Leshrac was the hero that got it the first time.
Leshrac
He
would be another
obviously
good
does have a
one.
massive mana pool. So yeah, I mean, there's only 3 int heroes in the entire of this game right now, and that's a Tinker, the Queen of Pain, and the where's he gone? The Batrider. So yeah,
Mhm.
just looking at the items right now.
I think this Broodmother is
We've
gonna
got a
be
smoke from
terrifying.
the side of Tinker. Oh yeah, Brood should be interesting to see with this permabash from the Germinate attack, as well as the fact that he's going to save Hunger, so he's
Yeah,
going to
not
have
to mention
Lifesteal,
she's got
which
the.
is, I believe, is procced by the Germinate attack. The thing is, though, it is a Broodmother.
Yeah, it should be.
And the reason why Broodmother is so difficult in lane to deal with sometimes is because of web. She doesn't have web, which means that all the stats and stuff that she would normally
she's
gain
got
from her
Shikuchi
web,
now.
which cause her to be balanced in the first place. She has Shikuchi, agreed, but, you know, if she gets caught out, she's dead. She has terrible stats to begin with, and barely any
Yeah.
items at all. She has a stout shield and a quelling blade, as well as tangos. So she does not want to get caught out.
She has poor starting stats, but her stat gain is actually pretty solid. 2.2 strength, 2.5 strength, 2.2 agility, and 2 intelligence. So fairly high across the board. Nothing below
That's a good
1,
point.
or nothing below 2, I should say. But
We shall see. Game is
avoiding
back
the
underway
offlane,
at
I
this
think
point.
he's gonna have a rough day.
Yeah, it could be interesting for him. I mean, he has got backtrack and incapacitating bite. He's also got spawn spiderlings, which should be interesting to see. Like if he wants to go for a massive push build, he's very difficult to kill with the backtrack and incapacitating bite, and as well as the time lapse as well. So we could see him as like the Broodmother player right now. They gave him both wards as well, so he's in for the long haul in this lane. So interesting play there from Absurd, giving him both the wards and placing them in a
Up top, the
a
Ricky
relatively
and the
close space
Tinker.
from each
Oh,
other.
Ricky actually goes for the pounce. He wants to go on it. Tinker's got the blood right to drop. Hasn't done it yet. Just hitting him with some right clicks. They're just trading blows here.
BS coming in
Meanwhile,
with
Batrider's coming up invis, and
invisibility
so is
though.
the So
Here
is
comes
the
Brood with
Brood. Blood rate's gonna fall. And that's first blood, picked up by Tinker. 11
Wow, he
was
underestimated
at
the
11. Manages to get it there. So good
push it
stuff
with
from
an early
them.
lead right there.
It's a very awkward engagement. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
I think
it was a
Ricky
really nice play
underestimated
for
what
him
Tinker
to
was able to
hold
do
it.
at that point.
That's
Legion
120
Commander
pure
is
damage
invis right
at level
now.
1.
Chell could be in trouble.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Sticky Napalm getting started up on the Queen of Pain right now. 3 stacks. She has got a snare. The Legion Commander can go on this. I think they're waiting for Naga to hit level 2. But it's not going to happen if Legion is there. So I guess they're going to leave it for now. And Legion starts the attack on the Queen of Pain. But not going to do much other than a bit of harassment, so not that much. Meanwhile, in top lane, there's an invis Batrider. And he's going to go on the Tinker right now. Tinker crops his silence. He's going to silence a few of the heroes, but Ricky finishes him. Batrider finishes him up before he can. Broodmother is Shikuchiing in, doing a bit of damage on the Ricky right now, but her base attack isn't that great. Ricky's got relatively low HP pool right now, but she's against 3 heroes, so Ricky's going to get out alive using a salve. And if need be, he can pounce out of there anyway. So a trade there. Tinker goes down.
One
Top lane, it's a 1-for-1 right now. 2-for-1. Wow, Bloodseeker. Taking down the Weaver in bottom lane.
Nice
This is
plays
going to be a
coming
high
from him.
score. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it?
Yeah.
those
The
games where it's
Broodmother's
impossible to keep
Geminate
up.
attack will proc no matter how far. The second a hit will proc no matter how far away the enemy hero is.
Yeah. So that's horrible to see.
A friend of mine once had that on a Treant Protector base model. So Treant Protector with his like 87 starting damage and Geminate
Oh
attack.
god, Tree and Protected
pretty-
Geminate attack sounds
pretty solid.
disgusting. I love it.
It was pretty solid. Not gonna lie.
Top lane. It always looks like something's about to happen because you see the Bat Riders just sort of wandering about in between these heroes. There is a sentry placed down from the side of Absurd right now, so they can go on this Broodmother if they want to, or at least try and, you know, disengage from any fights if they think she's going to go on them. But there's no sentries on the side of the Radiant right now. I don't think they have any sentries on the heroes. They do have one on the Naga. I believe that was for trying to either de-ward or to prevent ganks of some form. But yeah, it's not really for the top lane, so this Bat Rider can sort of roam around as free as he wants. So look at CS right now. The Naga Siren Brood. Oh,
Void gets
leave the lane for
quickly
1
blown up.
second and face this Void dies.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Void goes down to Legion pretty quickly right there.
I think that was a time walk into the Blood Right coming up from the Tinker. So nice plays from him.
Yeah.
So far the mid lane that I
Not much
guess
you can do about that, really.
yeah. Ricky, in the meantime, is taking a lot of damage top
yeah.
from the Brood. Sorry, guys, bit of a yawn. A lot of damage coming
No
from the
problem.
Broodmother there. He does have
It's
his
gonna be
level
a gank
4,
in
so he's
mid.
got his
Bat Rider's turned up.
1-1-1. Oh, they're gonna see
Oh, there
him.
was going to be a gank in mid. Yeah. Void's rotating. Back into top lane. In fact, what? No. Sorry. There were rotations into mid to try and kill someone. And don't. Oh, did I completely miss that? I completely missed Queen of Pain dying. I'm sorry. I think I was too busy listening to you yawn. Yeah, sorry. Queen of Pain goes down in mid. I completely missed that one. That's terrible. So yeah. Oh, wow. Broodmother dies in top lane. So there was a rotation eventually from the Void that managed to take down the Brood. Oh, there's so much going on in every lane now. It's terrible. I'll have to
What
keep
had
up.
happened was the
So,
Void rotated in Ricky. Ricky hit the pounce and then popped the smoke screen, and Void got an attack off, so he got the level of incapacitating bite as well as the Bat Rider Shadow Strike. So the Brood just kind of like died slowly. Couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bottom lane looks like
So,
the
yeah,
Weaver's just
I was
farming
saying
away.
beforehand. Yep.
Trying to anyway.
Brood, Bloodseeker, and Naga Siren are currently leading in last hits right now for the side of Push It, so they are pretty far ahead in terms of CS. However, Tinker and Legion Commander have 1 CS between them.
Bottom lane though, Bloodseeker's gonna make a
Bloodseeker's
play
gonna go
on
this
Jinx.
Weaver.
He's gonna
Look
get the
at that
kill.
damage. Good lord, that's a
That's
lot of damage right there.
nuts.
The Blood Rage and the Void combined right there. BA is going to get a kill on the Broodmother right now. Killing spree for him. He's 3-0 on this Bat Rider with the the Firefly, sorry, and the Shadow Strike. He's doing a lot of work. So, yeah. Playmakers right now. BA, as was every single game so far. And my name is Oliver Queen from the Bloodseeker. Weaver's going to TP into bottom lane. And he was in a bit of trouble right there. But Bloodseeker didn't quite have the mana for a Void. He is still diving this though. Legion Commander has got a snare.
And that's
He's
gonna be a
throw it onto
duel.
Weaver. Weaver has no way of getting out of this. A duel comes out, and that's gonna be an easy duel right there for the Bloodseeker. Huge dive there from under the tier 2 towers.
There's a nice
Top
rotation
lane.
from
Shikuchi's gonna come out onto the
the
Ricky.
Legion.
Ricky has been stunned by the Time Walk. Sorry, Silence comes out. It's gonna take down this Ricky, and the Shikuchi will finish him off. Bottom lane. Legion Commander's getting attacked by the Bat Rider right now. Shadow Strikes come out. Bloodseeker's going to rotate in though, and they're going to turn onto the Bloodseeker, onto the Bat Rider, sorry, who I think he's got boots, so he's a little bit quicker,
he
but the
just
Bloodseeker has
faded.
got face boots. And back goes Invis. Yeah. So nice play by him. I guess they're going to have to carry Dust at this point, if they want to try and find this Bat Rider.
the the gank, the play bottom, the Bloodseeker, he ran off to the side shop, got phase boots, and instantly ran at the Weaver there, and was just able to click him down. That extra bonus damage
Yeah.
from Blood Rage, and then just the movement speed from his phases and the Hunter in the Night. And I think he's gonna look to
Yeah,
rotate
he's
all
hitting
over
so
the map.
hard at this point.
I'd like to see him get a Vlad's.
I mean, combined with the fact
That's-
that they have a thirst as well, so that he can see wherever they are. He's just a you know, a normal Bloodseeker with somebody else who's got a Thirst, and he's got himself an extra slow and nuke to go with it. So he's hitting for 335 right now with that nuke, on top of the ridiculous damage and speed that he's got right now. In the night, this guy is insane. So he's going to go drums as well, so even more move speed.
And like
So
I
he's
had
already hit
mentioned
6
earlier, I
yet.
really want to see a
Got a
Vlad
couple of
come out for
sixes.
somebody here. Top lane though, they're gonna dive
Yeah,
the tower.
Tower
Ricky
goes into
manages to
top
get off
lane.
the smoke though. He's gonna silence them all. He's gonna run off into the trees, see if they can finish him off. They gotta find him. Sakuchi there, just one more hit, and they're gonna get him down. Batrider rotates in. He's gonna see the Brood, gets the Shadow Strike and the Firefly on him. Brood's gonna be kind of having a hard time here. You can always Sakuchi out though. Doesn't have to worry about the slow. It gets purged off by the Legion. They get a net, but they don't want to dive again. I missed.
Yeah, nice
Sorry
play
about
right
that.
there by the
There's a
Legion
kill going
mentioned
on bottom.
to bail Broodmother out. Yeah, Bloodseeker managed to kill Weaver again. Weaver's just not having a good time in this lane right now. He's getting murdered for CS in terms of he's getting murdered for CS by the fact that Bloodseeker has basically doubled him in last hits right now. Ricky's going to rotate into bottom. I think they're going to switch him over and put Weaver into either mid or top lane right now. But yeah, there was a nice engagement from Push It right there, managing to take out the Ricky. He was like 10 mana, I think, off Shadow Dance, so he could have escaped, but he didn't quite have the mana for it. So it's 9-3 in the way of Push It right now. Absurd. We've seen them dominate the past 2 games. Do we have a balanced matchup? I think we do.
Bottom lane, Ricky's gonna get dueled again.
So
I would think he's gonna be able to get the damage, get the kill, but not the damage. Yeah. The daylight faded
yeah,
just
the
a
duel
little too
just
quick,
expired
or
before
showed
we
up a
get
little
the
too
kill.
quick, didn't get the attack speed.
Yep, still 5-0 on this Bloodseeker. He's got himself face boots, he's got himself a drums, and now he's got an urn. So he's hitting all of these early to mid game items very, very quickly right now. He could be an early game to mid game menace at this point. Just wondering if Absurd have an answer for this. It's 10-3 right now. Their big playmaker right now has been Batrider, but he only has, like, you know, almost enough for treads at this point. He doesn't have any items and hasn't really capitalized on top of this. I'm wondering if they have a game plan in terms of getting another hero, sacrificing this guy's farm in order to get that hero the farm that he needs to do something into the mid to late game.
Bottom
I'm
lane,
not seeing much really. I'm seeing,
same story.
yeah, bottom lane. Sorry.
Uh-oh, they're gonna be able to get a kill. Oh no, he
Bloodseeker
gets
comes
purged
out on
off.
the
Nice
Bloodseeker.
play
This could
coming
be a
out from
kill.
the Legion
Nope.
there. And they're gonna look to be able to turn this. Bloodseeker, that's pretty far to dive, buddy. He's got pop to
is
salve
a
and a
heavy
bottle
dive.
charge.
Yeah, this is deep. Bloodseeker's in trouble. Oh, Batrider goes
He's
down
got
and
a
went,
salve.
in top lane. Was that
I
mid
think
lane?
he's gonna pop it and oh, gets cancelled. Oh, the Achel and the Queen of Pain's gonna make the plays. Oh no, he's not gonna get the kill.
Oh, he just
Comes out
survived.
just too slow.
He gets spidered though by the
Void comes
Void.
up with the cleanup though. Spawns the spiderlings.
He's gonna get a
He's
double
got
kill
no way
here.
to catch up
He's
to
got
this Tinker
spiderlings up in a
though.
couple of seconds. Oh, the time walk away. And Tinker
He's
just
not
about
gonna
saves
get it, he
himself there. So yeah, Void gets himself an
He's
unstoppable
phased.
streak from the Bloodseeker right there. Gives himself an extra 900 gold. So that's quite nice for him. But 13 for 4 on the side of Push It. The once dominating Absurd right now, getting pretty beaten down here. Push It's the Broodmother, sorry, was going to get pounced by the Ricky right there, but they don't have the follow-up necessary at this point.
One thing I'd like to point out is BR on the Batrider did not go for Chrono at level 6. He's 2-1-3. So I'm not sure if that was a miss skill or if maybe he's thinking that the Chrono because his team's a couple melee heroes that they're just not don't really have the damage to follow it up. But
Yeah,
they're
you could be
gonna
right
go
there,
on
but
the
it
Ricky
is
though.
primarily
That
ranged.
said, they don't realize that there's he's got allies here, an Invis Batrider and a Queen of Pain off to the side. Queen blinks forward and gets the lasso. Is gonna drag the Legion back. Legion purges himself and dropping low, but he's gonna heal himself up. And they're just gonna look to disengage off this. Net comes out. Is there any other rotations coming out here? The Naga's here now though, and they get the pounce on the Legion. Get the smoke and they get a kill, so
Oh,
far it's
so
a 2
much
for 2
damage.
exchange. It's gonna make it a 3 for 2 rupture and blink strike from the Naga. Queen of Pain trying to trade blows, but he's gonna get a kill and then he's gonna drop Naga with a triple kill. Ends up being a 4 for 3, I think. Yeah.
That was a 3 for 3. I don't. Yeah,
3
I'm
for
not
3?
sure where the
Yeah.
fourth came from, but yeah, that was a 3 for 3. Looking
Well-
at the fight recap right now, that went in
Void
favor of
died.
Absurd
Maybe it was
because
too
I
early.
believe there was a kill streak gone. What? Yeah, I think. Yeah, the Queen of Pain got a couple of kills, and the Naga got 3. But generally, that was in favor of Absurd due to the XP and the gold. But yeah, I have to note right now, the Legion Commander. Press the attack has bailed, I think, 3 heroes out so far, with a really nice timed purge of lasso, or some sort of snare, or something that prevented them from moving. And yeah, Legion right now really being the savior of Push It right now. They would probably be about
Bottom
70
lane
visits to
though,
10
they're
right
gonna
now,
jump on
were it not
Oliver
for her.
Queen. They get the silence and the smoke cloud, and I think they're gonna be able to kill him. Tinker's there for the blood right, but no follow up for it. So they get They get a nice pick off on the Bloodseeker. He's going
Yeah,
for
he's down for
Yasha.
30 seconds at this point. They might try and press the advantage into another lane. Oh, middle lane. Broodmother dies to the Faceless Void. Faceless Void almost dies right there. There is a Thirst available. They know he's
Blink
there.
strike from
Nagasaurus is just
Naga.
going to jump on him, and I don't know what Void was doing at that point, but he paid with his life right there. Strangely uncharacteristic for
He-
Yoda, who's so far played pretty well. Someone's going to get engaged right now. Batrider is there. The Chronosphere comes out. That was a really bad Chronosphere, though. The lasso was there from the Queen of Pain. That's been completely useless at this point. Queen of Pain dies. Rupture comes out from the Batrider. BR messes up pretty hard right there. Miscommunication from the side of Absurd. He's been ruptured and he's going to die. 3 kills. And I don't think anyone died. Yeah, Naga Siren got 2 kills right there. Naga might die here, and he probably will to the Ricky right now. Gets himself a monster kill streak. That's a lot of money going his way. Gets us double kill right there. Gets a Tinker as well. Shikuchi's coming out from the Broodmother right now. He's not going to engage on him though. I don't know what happened there. Void died AFK underneath the tower, so Naga jumped on him. Naga got engaged on by the Queen of Pain and the Batrider. Queen of Pain lassoed the Naga Siren, which immediately got chronoed by the Batrider. So the lasso was completely useless. And both the heroes
they
died
each had
to the Naga.
a stack or
then
two
Naga
of
died.
napalm on them, and Naga's Dark Pack procced, and that's what almost killed the Quap.
Yeah.
The extra damage
Yep,
from the
this is
napalm
precisely what I was
and the
talking
Dark
about at the
Pack.
beginning with Dark Packs and Sticky Napalm. Yep. Those two right there. Look out for
It's-
these two in future. If you see anyone with a Slark and a Batrider in the game, there's going to be pain.
Mm-hmm.
But the score right
They
now
spot
is
the
21 to
Legion
11 in
commander out-
favor of
Out on the
Push It,
mid lane.
Yeah, she's dead. Manages to get her ult off though, doing a fair amount of damage on the Ricky. The Ricky's going to fall to the Tinker. Duel comes out onto the
Nice
Faceless Void,
song.
and the song comes out from the Weaver. I'd love to hear if there was a crickety sounding song from the Bug of Weaver song. So the duel gets kind of completely. Rupture comes out on the Queen of Pain. The Bloodseeker's going to die though, and Tinker's trying to make his way out, but he's been slowed by so many things. The Dark Pack comes out from the Naga. He jumps in. Tinker almost gets himself to safety by jumping into the trees, but gets killed by the Weaver. Naga Siren manages to kill the Weaver in return though, so it's a 3-for-3 trade. What was an initial engagement on a 3-for-1 on the Legion Commander turned into a decent engagement by Push It, and Naga 10-1 right now. Orchid Malevolence as well. That's a lot of damage and a lot of stuff coming out from them. So we're seeing big plays from WP right now. We were told, given that we haven't seen the game so far, WP has been the playmaker for Push It right now, and obviously we've seen how well BA can be. So both of these heroes right now are doing fairly well, but WP really excelling at this point. And yeah, she's in the middle of all this. She doesn't care. Blink
Nice
strikes onto the Queen of Pain.
Chronosphere, though.
That Dark Pad doing so much work. Yeah, Chrono catches the Broodmother in there as well. WP comes down to half HP. She's gonna die. Killing spree goes the way of Ricky. Ricky picking up all of these kills right now on high bounty heroes, and he's going to himself a Pull Man Shield and a Yasha, and 1k gold to spare as well. So we could be seeing a Mantra from him, or even a Sanjin Yasha, which would make even more sense. So
I think
these
S
engagements,
and
I'm
Y.
not sure if it's just well played from the counter initiation, or if it's just sloppy from both of these heroes. What do you think?
I think BR there
Do you think like
was
Absurd
made a
are doing
play.
well?
I don't think it was sloppy from Push It. I think it was just a nice play by BR. He was in the right position, managed to get a very solid Chronosphere off. Oh, that said, though, they're going to get counter-initiated up here with Bloodright from Push It, but he's going to drop before they can get any kills. The Void's hitting everybody. Legion Commander's dropping very low, stuck in the Firefly. Get a pounce off under the Broodmother. The Ricky's going to go ham. Shadow Dance. Shadow Strike's going to hit the Legion, and pounce, and it lands.
Nice
Nice
pounce.
plays coming up from the Ricky there. And he's going to go he's going to pick up a Shadow Amulet,
said
so
this the
looking
other
for a
day.
Shadow Blade. And I think Absurd is starting to pull this game back in their direction. Obviously, they haven't won it yet, but they're getting there. Oh, Blink Strike from Naga. Ricky's dropping very low. One more hit. Oh, there it is. The Smoke Cloud not silencing the Naga. And she gets
that
the
was
Yasha
unfortunate
herself.
right there. He could have pounced himself away and possibly got himself away to safety right there. He chose not to and chose to smoke screen himself, and he dies for it, unfortunately. So WP gets himself another kill right there. Yeah, I was saying the other day with the pounce, it looks like when you're dragging and dropping a hero, if it's not on anyone, if it's on anyone but Slark, it looks like they just sort of levitate forwards. It looks hilarious, but yeah. Dust comes out from the Naga trying to find out if there's any Invis heroes nearby. He seems to be a bit worried about this Batrider right now, about BR. He's going to TP into mid lane. Tower does fall. So that's every single tier 1 tower going down on the way of Absurd, which is yeah, uncharacteristic of them, considering that's their first set of towers that they've lost entirely. And every single tower still remains on the side of Push It. All the T1s are still up and running. So interesting to see what maneuvers Absurd try to do to get themselves back into this right now. So they have a lot to play with. They have a fair amount of initiation. They've got the Chronosphere from the Batrider. They've got Queen of Pain being able to blink in with the lasso and doing a lot of damage with her nukes and whatnot. So yeah. Look at how aggressive Push It are being right now, though. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, they're all over the jungle
right now in middle tower.
They're camping all over the dire jungle.
Yeah. TP comes out.
Blood Right comes out from the Tinker. That's another nice chrono comes out from the BR. Nice he catches 3. They're gonna look to burn down this Tinker, and they're gonna get him. Net comes out. Nice Scream of Pain, Legion Commander. Everybody's dropping fairly low. No one dead yet on the side of Absurd. They're trying to pursue out. They're going to get the Naga. Nice pounce from the Ricky. He gets quickly killed up by a Void from the Bloodseeker. Duel comes out onto the Quap. Everything stopped the fight by the Weaver. He presses R, and they're circling the Queen of Pain. Oliver Queen on the Bloodseeker. Oh, how is he not dead yet? Is he gonna make it out? Nope, he does drop in the end. Void, nice time lapse there, keeps himself alive, and they're gonna be able to go on this Legion Commander and get the kill. Brood's left, it's Brood against the world. He gets a kill, and he's gonna try and Sakuchi out. They don't have any way to chase him down though. No blink yet either, and he's gonna make it out. He gets a kill, and he's gonna be able to disengage off that. So in the end, I think it was a 4-for-3.
I feel bad for this Brood.
Or,
yeah, that was a huge fight. It was a 4-for-2 trade wave Absurd, and it'll be another kill. I'm gonna disengage from that. Yeah, 4-for-2 Absurd. They're really pulling this one back, considering how far they were behind. In fact, it could be another kill in mid lane. Queen of Pain's got a DD rune right there. Rockets at the Broodmother, but Shikuchi's away. But yeah, like I was saying, the Brood, like. The entirety of that fight, she was just hitting people as much as she could. It just wasn't doing anything. Like, the damage coming out from her was nice, but it wasn't enough. And, like, she was Shikuchiing and using Insatiable Hunger, the Broodmother ultimate, on everyone she can, getting a few stuns and whatnot. It just wasn't enough. It's like they completely ignored her and just didn't really give a crap about the fact that she was there. Went for the Tinker and then the Bloodseeker, and then killing off as many heroes as they could, and the Broodmother is just at the side of the back, not doing much.
Meanwhile, mid lane,
the damage coming out right now.
Win.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'm not sure. I think, did she realize she could blink out of that, or had she blinked into that? Oh, she got silenced, didn't she? I think she got silenced by the blood.
Yeah, she did.
Wait, what? No. Yeah. I'm not sure. Was it? Yeah, it must have been the blood right.
I think Naga was there and orchided her.
Yeah, possibly. It could have been. It was a silence of some form. Either way, Queen of Pain drops to the.
That or her blink was on cooldown. But
yeah,
regardless, the Bloodseeker ran up with the Blood Rage, got the extra damage from Void, and then just dueled right away, and he's hitting very hard.
Yeah, he's hitting a lot harder than I expected.
Oh,
really. He's
Pounce comes out onto him.
So
they're gonna let you go this.
As well. Yep. Chrono comes out, catches 2 heroes. The Legion Commander's been stuck in the middle of the Chrono. WP walks into the Chronosphere, doesn't do much herself. Uses Dark Python, a lot of damage coming out from the Legion Commander and the Nagasara right there. 2 fall from the side of Absurd. The Batrider and the Void go down. Void didn't even get to use his ultimate with the time lapse, so he melts in that fight. Nagasara getting engaged up by the Queen of Pain, but it's going to get pounced up, not pounced up, sorry, gets stunned, and the Queen of Pain falls with the Blood Right following shortly after. What was that? That was just a backstab. I thought that was a pounce. Meanwhile, Shikuchi comes out from the Broodmother, trying to get away past this tower. She's kind of stuck, but she's got help. And Weaver could be in trouble right now. Nope. Dive not coming out, and the nukes are not there.
Ooh.
Ricky shows up and
that gets
a small kill on the end of Broodmother right there. Silences the Tinker, gets a double kill. Nice engagement from him there. He has a Shadow Blade. I didn't even realize that. It was natural for me to expect the Ricky to be invisible. So yeah, Ricky does pick up a Shadow Blade to compensate for the lack of invisibility from him. But yeah, that's a very nice pickup from him right now. He's got Pounce, he's got Shadow Dance, he has a Silence, and he's got a Backstab as well.
What's really nice is with the Pounce is so often people are trying to run out of the Pounce. They're back towards you, right? So you're always going to get those Backstab procs. Very rarely do people actually like turn around.
Yep,
So it's
completely
pretty
true. That's
effective
a nice
like that.
mechanic you spotted there in that case. Yeah. Ricky picks up some drums himself, so we're going to see a mid-game build come from him. I assume he'll go for Sanjay and Yasha after this one, and go for more of a roaming and ganking-oriented build. But he's moving very, very quickly right now with this Shadow Dance. He's got 522 movement speed entirely. And that's, treads, drums, and Shadow Dance, and he's moving at max move speed right now. That's pretty important.
Yeah, I think Sang and Yasha will be his item because he doesn't really have the tankiness that comes with the always being invisible on Ricky, or like the effectiveness per se. WP meanwhile is gonna get chronosphered up by the Bat Rider. Air, they're looking to go on him. The Void's coming in. Oh, but he managed to blink strike away, get a kill, but he's gonna drop down as well. So far it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Push It. Make it a 2-for-2. Bloodseeker's coming in, Tinker as well. Bloodright comes out, is gonna get a kill with the the Void there. They throw out the dust. They didn't see the Bat Riders. So far 3-for-3, and it's gonna be a bit of a man fight. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be much of a fight at all. As Hima goes hits Shadow Dance and just right clicks him down. Shadow Strike comes out onto the Legion Commander, and he's in a bad place. That's going to be an ultra kill in favor of Himaka on the Ricky.
Well, that was a gem.
What a fight.
A gem was dropped. Who had Legion Commander had a gem? Yeah, he had. Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
So Absurd now have
really
a gem
unfortunate.
versus this versus the Broodmother. So yeah, I mean,
this Courier.
Wow, Ricky suddenly and the Courier as well. Nothing on it though, but wow, didn't expect that. Ricky, 13-8 right now. He's really pulling this guy for Absurd right now and doing a lot of damage. I mean, you saw how quickly the Bloodseeker of all heroes melted in this engagement here. It was like you said, the pounce worked really well with the backstab, and it was excellent to see.
Pops his Shadow Blade.
Ricky's just going to avoid the silence right now. They don't have anything to see him though. As the gem's gone from the lead commander.
Oh, he's gonna go on them once the
Rupture wears goes straight back on him. He doesn't care. Stun comes out from the Broodmother. He manages to Shadow Dance himself away. They don't have dust, and he's going to TP out. Nice play there. Gets himself a kill in what would be, what we expected to be a really bad situation. Smoke comes out in mid lane. They're going to try for this Queen of Pain, but I think she's, yeah. Oh, Basher for the Ricky, yeah. Now that's huge. That basically means
nice is Guap now has
dead.
A Force Staff to go with the Flaming Lasso, so you can actually pull people out of position rather than just walk.
Shikuchi comes out, this Void is dead. Snare comes out, this Void is not going to backtrack himself out of this one. And
yeah, it
takes
wasn't great.
a kill, gets himself a duel. He's now sitting at an extra 90 damage. Blood Rage is doing a lot. He's hitting for 250 right now. Wow! Queen of Pain jumps in with Lasso and immediately melts. And Ricky goes down. What? I'm not sure
what
if that
happened
was miscommunication right there, but the Chronosphere gets dropped and Bat Rider just thought, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
What's really unfortunate though is the Ricky got a kill right before he died, went godlike, died, and gave it to the Broodmother.
Yeah.
That is a completed S&Y for the Broodmother as well now, and I think Brood we might see Brood start coming online here. He'll have the movement speed to keep up with people, and the Geminate attack procs to hopefully get a bash. And they're gonna just drop this tower. Holy crap!
Up for the Bloodseeker as well, and he's got a blink. Yeah.
I really like that blink
from this Bloodseeker right now. Yeah, he is. At this point, he is just roaming around doing as much damage as a Ricky, with a little bit less mobility. But the blink basically makes up for that and allows him to be as much of a presence right now. Combined with the duel, which is blink duel will be insane later on.
Well, he'll Blood Rage himself, Blink Void duel, and it's going to be a shit ton of damage. Because with the extra damage from the Blood Rage, it's basically like Void is almost pure, or a little bit more than pure damage.
Oh, wow.
Or, yeah, it does a little bit more than what it says it does.
Other.
Did they? That's funny.
What happened there?
I mean, what happened?
So
I was following the.
Wow, Weaver didn't use a single spell. Yeah, Tinker must have just jumped in. You Scream of Pain twice, silenced and ruptured the Weaver. Weaver didn't do anything, and they still killed each other. So that kind of shows you just the
Weaver probably just turned to fight. Because if he was silenced, he wouldn't have been able to.
Chronosphere stood up for the Bat Rider right now. He's going to use it. He's going to catch 3 heroes on the end of it. Void is just sat on the end of this Chronosphere, beating down Oliver Queen, and he can walk through Chronosphere. That I did not realize that. That's interesting to see. Meanwhile, Batrider's going to take out the Broodmother. The Queen of Pain goes 2 for 1 on him right now, and yeah, that's a 3 for 0 trade. Sorry, 2 for nothing.
Void
trade
actually
even
managed
for,
to snipe that kill
Absurd.
with the spiderlings.
Yeah, he did. All right.
Yeah, Void's
Now
model
I
can
have to
still
get this
go
straight.
through
I don't know if this is
Chronosphere.
the thing. I see. That is huge. I did not know that. I thought it was the owner of the Chronosphere that could do that. So does that mean Batrider can go in? I assume it doesn't.
Oh, Blood right.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage. No more middle tower for Radiant.
Either way, the mid tower
Tough.
goes down for the side of Absurd. For the push, its mid tower goes down even. And it
I think
looks
they're
to
gonna go
be-
for
was it a
Rosh here.
smoke? No, that was just an invis.
Which
They could
will
try.
be the first
I think it's
Roche.
warded though.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
it
not.
is. No, it's not warded.
Well, they're ward.
Yeah, they don't have any
but
wards at all. They're going to tank it with the Weaver illusions right now. So yeah,
they-
this could be a fairly simple rush.
once
To be honest.
they-
They have a lot of damage from the
this-
the Ricky right now.
This Roche is going to be very easy to take down with the mischance from the Void's incapacitating bite. Roche is going to be missing so much.
Yeah. They're trying to get the Void to tank it up though, and the Ricky to get some backstabs up to just really include it. Don't know what's coming out there. 21-33. I'm not sure what that was about. That might have been 27-33. I'm not sure. Either way, they're pointing an arrow into mid, so they want to go straight down mid now and finish this as quickly as they can. Meanwhile, WP on the Naga Siren has got himself a Manta style on top of this Orchid, and he's got 2.5 gold to compensate as well. So he's got a lot of gold right now. His net worth is pretty high. I think it's the highest. Let me check. Yeah, him and
I would
Ricky are
like to
battling
see
for a
him
top place
go-
right now. There's going to be a rotation into top though.
I'd like to see the Nagasign get an Eidos, almost.
Yeah. Leads
Meanwhile,
players
though,
engaged by
Big
the
Chrono
Ricky.
comes
They
out
have
from
silenced
the
him,
air,
but the
lands on
Chronosphere comes
a
out,
couple of
catches
his
3
allies,
heroes.
though. They're gonna get
Yeah.
the duel.
Yeah,
They
the
do get
Batrider
the
can
duel
walk
off,
in
and they're gonna get a
Chronosphere, I just realised that
kill.
one. Yeah, Ricky's going to go down, but he has Aegis in the wall. He's back in the fight right now. Weaver goes down to the Naga Star, and Tinker gets killed by kills off the Faceless Void, and Batrider dies as well. That was a 1 for 5 trade, and almost a 6 trade if you include the Aegis in the Immortal right here. Ricky's going to die as well. He gets himself a kill on the Naga Star and gets a killing spree off him, but that is a team wipe for the side of Absurd, and push it, win that fight pretty decisively right there. I'm not even sure who was dealing the damage. Let's have a look. Damage
10,000
done,
experience going the way
2,500
of
from
Push
pretty
It.
much everyone. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Legion died almost immediately as well. We have to factor that one in as well. The Queen of Pain died as well, but I mean, she's just not dealing as much damage as the Legion right now. So yeah, 5 for 2 trade, and that backfired pretty heavily for Absurd right there. I think Pushy just expected it. Buyback from the Ricky. Now he might try, misses the pounce. This could be huge. He completely misses the pounce, silences people up. He almost died there. He's falling pretty low. Blinking from the Bloodseeker, misses the silence with the
Oh,
pounce,
no.
but he's been dueled.
Oh, nice
But no, the
duel!
duel's going to go the way of the Bloodseeker. He gets lassoed up. Yep, duel wins for the Ricky right then. That was nicely done by Queen of Pain, saving Ricky's ass right there. Could have been a huge dieback. And the rest of the Radiant are gonna retreat.
Well, 18 free
I'm
damage
not
for
sure
the
what was
Ricky, who was
happening
already
there. I think
hitting
Ricky
fairly
was
hard.
wanting his team to go. Yeah, so it's it's mainly the fact that I think Bloodseeker loses damage from that. But yeah. The fact that Bloodseeker didn't gain an extra 18 damage right now is probably bigger than Ricky getting the 18 damage. But yeah.
I'm not sure what this Ricky wants to go for right away. I imagine it'll have something along the lines of either the Yasha or finishing the Yasha into something Manta style, or the changing Yasha. Meanwhile, he just gets a casual, easy kill on the Legion there, but he doesn't have. He's got a pounce up now, and he's got his stealth, so he's gonna be able to make her out. No big deal.
Yeah, he's going to head out from that one, get himself a kill on the Legion Commander. Bloodseeker is still down. He does have buyback if they decide to push this at all, but I don't think they are. Yeah, as I said, sorry, the Batrider does go, or is unable to go through the Chronosphere, so they have 2 heroes on the side of Absurd that can go through Chronosphere. Meanwhile, Ricky's going to engage on the Tinker right now, and the Broodmother at the same time, kills off the Tinker. Ricky gets silenced though. He's going to get dueled by the Bloodseeker, and he's dead with no buyback. That's a killing spree going the way of the Nagasara right then, and the duel won by the Bloodseeker. If Push It want to push at all, then they are going to push now. As this Ricky is down for
And
a full
Ricky's
100,
down for 100
seconds at this
seconds.
point, with no buyback at all. Yeah, not to mention the Void's also down for 15 as well. So here comes a push in bottom lane. Meanwhile, top lane, Weaver's
I
kind
like
of pushing
that
out the
the
lane. There's going to be a TP from the Legion Commander. I think
Top
Legion's
lane, though,
underestimating the
Legion's-
damage right now. Queen of Pain turns up and manages to ult the Legion Commander. Nagasarian Song comes out. It's going to catch the Broodmother as well. This is a dead Legion Commander. She hasn't got much other than press the attack to keep herself alive. But the thing they're going to back out from this, Weaver's going to TP out. And Queen of Pain, silenced by the Naga, left for dust right now. Backstab comes out. She did have a... Was that an Invis rune? I think she got saved by an Invis rune there. So very lucky to get out at that point. This does, however, stop the push bottom lane. So the tier 2 tower remains.
Yeah, and using the max level Song of the Siren for that, I don't think is a big deal. They wanted to finish off that I want to say, was it the Brood or the They wanted to finish off the Legion, but with the 2 TPs that came in, they didn't want to fight because they might have lost it out. Bloodseeker was in the area and could have been there pretty quick, so I think it was a good disengage from them. Rather than they just say, hey, we're diving from past a tier 1 into a tier 2. Let's cut our losses, just a cooldown, not a big deal. I think it was a good call.
There is a gem on the side of the Broodmother. He should spot the Batrider at that point. Yeah, they
drop a
both
sentry as
spotted
well.
each other. They know the Batrider's there. I'm fairly certain Batrider knows that the Broodmother's there as well. Brood has a gem still. I think he stole it back from whoever had the gem on the side of Absurd. There is a Tinker in bottom lane. Just about going to be able to defend this tower, and he's probably going to deny it at this point. Yeah, he denies
One
it.
thing we didn't mention
So
is
yeah,
Radiant's bottom tower has
Batrider's going for an Ags.
bastards.
he is. He's going for an Axe. He wants his Chronosphere to be extended as as possible, as long as possible as he can. Tier 2 bottom on the side of Dire is really low. It looks like there's going to be a push in bottom lane. There's going to be a pause as well. This could be a huge fight. This could determine the remainder of this game. Faces Void and Legion Commander are basically breathing down each other's necks at this point. The Weaver is right at the back of this fight, but he can jump himself in if he needs to. He's got Song available as well. Every single ult is available, apart from Legion Commander's Sonic Wave, which will be up very, very soon. So I guess, assuming there's going to be a fight here, who would you give the victor to? Who do you think is going to win?
Honestly, I think it's going to come down to 2 things. How many people get hit by Bloodright and Silence before they can get their spells off? And how many people get hit by the Chrono that's going to be coming out from B Air here. If you look and see, there's... Oh, I can't draw while paused. What is this? Oh, I can draw on them. Wow, the 3
okay.
heroes
Yeah, you
here,
can pick it
the
up.
Legion, the Bloodseeker, and the Tinker are all very close. If they group up a little bit, and Batrider manages to get in there and get a decent Chrono, he does have a 4-step, so he can push himself forward, but he won't be seen until it's too late by the Brood. He's not close enough. So if he can get a decent Chrono off here, and Void will be able to run in and start hammering them as well, as Quap is there and can blink overwhelming odds heat-seeking missile, and then the Ricky can follow up with whatever, and same with the Weaver. So I think it's going to come down to those 2 things. If Batrider gets hit by Bloodright, it's going to go in favor of push it. If he gets a decent Chrono off, it's going to go in their favor. Now that said, Jinx is there and can always just pause the game with his R kind of thing, and let them decide whether they want to go or back off. But I think those are the 2 things the 2 keystones of this fight for each team is the Bloodright Silence, who it hits, and the Chronosphere, and who it hits. I think those will be the
Yeah, I couldn't
deciding
agree more. The
factors.
initiation right now is absolutely key. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of extra things we can note as well. The fact that Void has a DD rune right now. If there is a really good Chronosphere, that's basically GG at that point, because a DD rune,
Yeah.
DD on Void with a Mask of Madness will absolutely slaughter everything inside of the Chronosphere. But you are absolutely right. This Tinker is prime, not the word, sorry. Paramount even, that's the word I'm thinking of, in terms of whether he can get his blood right off. That will decide exactly how well this game goes in the way of Absurd. I think Batrider can force himself out and get a Chronosphere. It really does depend. So I'm just thinking they have a Naga Song of the Siren and the Weaver right now. They could choose to run him forward, try and get an even better Chronosphere, as you know the 5 of Push It right now are fairly grouped up. But yeah,
Yeah.
there is a gem on the
only
Brood, so he
problem
won't
with the
spot the Batrider.
Weaver's
So
positioning right now is how far back he is, and he's got a Yasha, but he doesn't have a Blink Force Staff or any sort of Sakuchi leap ability. So it's gonna take a little bit to find there, and by then everybody will be in totally different positions. And like I said, his running in will be he'll either stop the end of the fight and save a couple of his teammates, or he'll be able to catch a couple people running away on the back of the fight with Song of the Siren. I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough to start the fight with it. You'll have to want to save it, because if he pops it in the middle, he might just blow the Chronosphere, the time they have with the Chronosphere, with 2 heroes being able to function in it, and then the Queen of Pain able to spam out overwhelming odds, heat-seeking missile, and then get in position to lasso somebody afterwards as well. And then the Ricky can get around the corner and maybe catch somebody out who's not in the, or if someone's on the edge, attack them. So.
Yeah, we was pretty much playing referee right now. He's decided of whether or not the game goes well. For the sort of Absurd, if it goes badly and they lose, 1 or 2 heroes, he could Song and save the remaining heroes. But honestly, I think Absurd have got this fight. It depends on the Chrono versus the Blood right now. And honestly, the Chrono's going to be coming out a lot quicker than Right is. Unless Batrider stalls himself for 1, maybe 2 seconds, this Chrono's going to hit 2 to 3 heroes if he gets himself right. I mean, it's BR. We know he's a good player. He's played well so far. There is a high chance that he's going to get himself a decent Chrono right now, and that will be the end of Push Its Push. I think I just knocked over something. That was clever. There we go.
Oh no, and the Legion gets DC'd.
So for those of you tuning in, this is the final game of the day. Push It versus Absurd. This is game 3. Both teams are 2-2 right now. The winner of this will be in first place. Both teams are guaranteed to go through to the next stage. So yeah. It's not that much on the line. Obviously, the pride of being in first place, or the sorrowful excuse of second place, is on the line right now. But other than that, these two teams are so far the strongest of the group, and they will be advancing to the next round anyway. We are waiting on the Broodmother and the Legion Commander right now. Both have disconnected, so we assume there's a bit of technical issues from those. But we'll be back very, very soon. Yeah. I'm just wondering what else to talk about at this point, because we've already talked about the upcoming engagement. Assuming one of these teams pulls out, assuming that Absurd decide this tier 2 tower isn't worth it, and Push It decide, maybe it's not worth it either. They could be scared. They're probably thinking the same things we are right now, mulling over who's got what they can do. I'm thinking of Vision at this point. If I switch this, yeah, I could switch this now. Right, so the entirety of... No, wait, hang on. Only one hero can be seen right now from the side of Radiant, and that's none of them can be seen. I assume that they know that they're there, but Radiant can't see any hero on Absurd right now. They don't know where these guys are positioned unless they've noted them down already during this pause. They don't know where they are. They might be able to see the flames coming out from the Batrider and assume that he's in the trees. Besides that, the Void, the Queen of Pain are both in the shadows, and the Ricky is invisible with the Shadow Blade right now. If we look at it the other way around and go to see what the Dire can see, the Dire can see pretty much everybody. They can see the Bloodseeker, the Tinker. I think they can see the Brood, and they can't see the Naga. I'm not sure if that's visible. And the Legion is in the corner right now. So they have a lot more vision of seeing what everyone else can. So in terms of weighing up the consequences and seeing how the game's going to go, how the battle's going to go, I imagine that Absurd are going to be favourable in terms of engaging on the middle, as we could see by the Jewish Star coming out in the middle of the minimap right now.
Oh, I think this game's going to divulge into
like,
who's better at tic-tac-toe.
Pretty much, yeah. Absurd are getting a little bit impatient right now, waiting for this engagement. They want to fight right now. Legion Commander has reconnected into the game. We're still waiting on the Brood right now. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with him. Yeah. I was thinking of the net worth right now of these heroes, how much gold they currently have, in terms of how much they're going to lose if they die. Ricky has got 2.3k saved up right now. I don't know what he's building. He might be going for an Abyssal Blade right now, and it would make a lot of sense considering he lacks a stun, like a hard stun.
Yeah.
But he has got a Basher on top of that, so it could be interesting.
He has good lockdown, but he's got no way to disable anybody. He can hold them in place, but he can't prevent them from doing anything.
Yeah,
the Co-op
exactly.
doesn't really have any gold. The Void's going for a BKB. I think that's a good choice. Legion's he's piss poor bastard. Tinker doesn't really have that much. Looks like he's going for a Force Staff. Brood has got a demon edge, so he wants that MKB, which I can completely understand. Between the incapacitating bite and the smoke cloud from the Ricky, it's so hard to hit heroes. Naga's got a butterfly, and she has it completed. The other two pieces are on the crow, coming out to her. So she hits very hard and that can deal a lot of damage. And she's also going to be a bit of a problem now coming up for the three right clickers on the side of Absurd. Void's gonna have a hard time hitting her. Ricky obviously as well, and the Weaver also. So they're gonna have to start getting MKBs. Getting a butterfly is kind of like an arms race, right? As soon as it's a race to see who can get to the butterfly first, and then whoever doesn't get there first has to change and go for an MKB almost kind of thing to counter it.
Yeah.
And it's just
No, that's a good point.
it's like an Assault Curious too. Whichever
The
team
issue
gets
here-
the Assault Curious first is better off by far.
Yeah, the issue here is that the Naga Siren has already bought himself an Eagle Song, so assuming that Absurd have pointed this out and spotted this, then they will assume that they should be building a butterfly, which means that this Ricky, who currently has 2.3k, could decide to just go for an MKB anyway and get it fairly soon.
Get it
And
quickly
that would
after,
be devastating for the Naga right now.
and then the Naga wouldn't have
Yeah.
that nice window of opportunity where she's a lot less vulnerable to the Ricky's right clicks.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
All in all, though, a pretty solid game. Closest game we've casted all day.
Oh, absolutely,
47,
yeah. I
41.
mean, in comparison to the 20-minute games we had earlier, this is the closest game we've had so far. I've casted since the very, very first day. I think I've had one day where I didn't cast at all, but I've casted most of the games, either solo or co-casting with someone else since the start of this game, and this is the closest we've had so far. Both teams so far have shown exceptional performances. Obviously, we haven't seen the push-it games, but we know that they've won both of them, and we presume it was fairly snowbally, or it was a pretty decisive victory from both of them. And Absurd, obviously, we've seen just how good the BR player can be, given that she was the rampaging windrunner from the first game, and I think, who was she in the last game? She in the last game even? I completely forget now.
She played. Why don't I know this? I can go check really quick.
Bring up Dota buff. We must find out. I don't
pull
know. But yeah, we had her doing really well on the Wind Ranger, and then we had Yoda, who was a clockwork from the first game or the second game, I think, who was absolutely annihilating everyone in a
Pierre was
1v1
on the
combat.
Juggernaut last game.
So yeah.
That Juggernaut.
Yes, the Juggernaut. Or was it the yeah? He
was
was
the
on the
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, and Yoda was on the Anti-Mage.
AM with the Blink Blade Fury.
Anti-Mage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of these players right now showing exceptional performances, and now we've got the Ricky, who's currently 1911 on Himi 4. So yeah, pretty impressive performances from the entire of Absurd. Obviously, we haven't seen much from Push It, but we can assume that WP, the Naga Siren, who's currently sitting at 19-5, is has done extremely well so far.
And he does a lot of
Not to
damage,
mention the
both
Bloodseeker as well. My name is
magical
Oliver
and
Queen.
physical. Can do quite a bit of damage. I like because you can sticky napalm once or twice, and then dark pact and blink strike on, pop the riptide, and then you get the extra damage from the dark pact and the napalm, the reduced armor from the riptide, and it can just be a serious amount of damage.
Yeah.
Looks like the Dyer's starting to
So-
get a little impatient.
Yeah, not surprising really. It's been about 5, maybe 10 minutes, I think,
Hey!
since Boomer's disconnected. It's
The
What
Brood
was
Mother's
that?
back.
What was that noise?
That was me
Oh, right, I
yawning
see.
and
Oh,
going,
right,
"Hey,
yeah,
the
shit.
Brood Mother's
I
back."
completely missed that. I was gonna say, I thought that was just you making a really loud yawn. All right, we are back in any second now. We're gonna have a huge fight, so hopefully they'll give Brood Mother a little bit of time to get her bearings and whatnot, and yeah, I assume that's what they're waiting for
PC.
right now. So, wouldn't PC. Always good to see. All right, we are
Uh-oh.
ready. It's go time, and we have the
Blink,
Dire Side
nice
are
Blink
backing
Lasso
up,
4
as
staff comes out
expected
on the
in the last thing.
Bloodseeker. Like quick pickoff. Oh, that
Yep,
chrono.
Bloodseeker's going to die straight away. Chronosphere comes on 2 heroes. WoW WK and the Death Die is going to go straight down. Legion Commander drops. Brewman gets herself out of there. WP coming in from behind right now. No, can't even see who that is. Weaver was caught in all of that, but songs himself out. And now WP is caught up. It's 2 for 1, a 2 for nothing trade inside of Absurd. Silence comes out and against the Nagasara. She's going to try and TP out. Is she going to survive? She does!
They didn't get a
Holy
bash.
crap, she gets out of that one alive. Wow, not a single bash from any of the heroes on Absurd, and not a single stun was available. That was such a nice maneuver right there from WP. I can't believe he actually got out there. So, the fight recap from that one. So many spells used on so many heroes, and yet only 2 kills.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can see what I was meaning. Like they all push it really backed off really hard. The Co-op had a really nice blink forward lasso onto the Bloodseeker, and then B-Air had a great 3-man chrono. Unfortunately, they didn't focus any targets very well. Oh, another lasso comes out from Chell onto well played on the Naga Siren. They're gonna go on her. She's very tanky though with that picked up butterfly. They're just gonna try and get her down. She blink strikes forward, still alive. No, and she's gonna fall. Meanwhile, they did lose their Weaver on the backside. Legion kind of comes in, gets a nice Sonic Scream off, gets healed up. Ricky finishes him off quickly. They're looking to get a kill. This Broodmother's going ham. Finishes off the Batrider. Duel comes out onto the Ricky, and it's going to be in the Blood Right. That's another kill and a winner. Yoda is going to go down as well. That's a true... Yeah, Gem of True Sight dropped, and Quap's going to be able to blink away. So a nice
the gem was dropped as well. That's a gem lost from Absurd. Yeah, excellent re-engage from the side of Push It right now. They're still looking for that final kill. They're going to disengage now at this point, and Roshan is not up. It's up in about 30 seconds. So yeah, that was unexpected. Considering 2 heroes died from the side of Push It, that should have been Absurd's game right there. That should have been their match, and not their match, sorry, their yeah, I was saying that's an ups right there. That should be GG well played. Yeah, that should have been their fight to have taken. Really, they were 3 men up. And it shouldn't have been an issue really to have taken them down, and they all fall apart from the Queen of Pain. So unexpected victory from the side of Push It right there, and they managed to retain themselves. As you said, yeah, Butterfly was picked up by the Naga Siren. I thought at the start of that game in the engagement at the bottom lane that she had an Eagle Song and that was it. I think she had everything else in the courier. I didn't even look at the courier, so she had a complete Butterfly at that point.
While they were on their way back,
so,
retreating.
Here is that window right here.
And
already we've got a that's an MKB on this side.
That was a really nice engagement to take from Push It.
Side of Absurd.
They knew that the Chronosphere was still on cooldown. Lasso was used, and it was used well, but the new Chrono and the Song of the Siren were still on cooldown for a handful of seconds more. So they took a quick fight, and they were able to get it. Roche did respawn, and is going to be spotted out by the Weaver there. Some illusions left in there, so you will find that. But it was just a really nice understanding, and a very nice re-engage. They didn't just let their Naga Siren fall after she got pulled so far out of position. They went in, and she lived forever. She's got 2100 health and that evasion, as well as 24 armor, so she's very difficult to bring down. And it was just a really nice team fight from them.
Yeah, I mean, in normal games, Naga was notorious for being completely difficult to kill, almost impossible sometimes, and that's mainly because of the illusions. She hasn't got the illusions, but she's still difficult to kill. I mean, she has got a Manta style, but there's Butterfly, the Orchid, and the Manta style, giving her 24 armor overall.
Bottom lane.
Massive health sink. Wow, bottom lane. There's going to be a duel onto the Ricky right now. Ricky just about survives. Chronosphere comes out. It's going to catch 3 heroes, including the Ricky. BKB's flying all over the place. There's so much going on right now. Leader Commander is going to fall down. Bloodseeker is going to get himself a kill, heating himself back up, but he just about drops after the Ricky. Ricky gets himself a double kill. Leaps away, but he's been ruptured. He could die. He goes down to the Broodmother right now. Naga Siren Song comes out from the Weaver, and that's a 2-for-2 trade. So yeah, and a tower from the side of Push It right there. So this could be huge. If they realize that Rosh is up, I'm not sure that they do. They might do, but I'm not sure if they can actually take it at this point. There's going to be a push in bottom lane. I'm not sure if Push It can do anything with it, though. There's still a lot of power coming out from Absurd.
Yeah, and
the Naga Siren is available. He's got about half HP, but yeah, I mean, he can heal up pretty quickly. Fortify comes out. Blood Ride as well. They're going to take this tower and presumably leave afterwards. Yep.
No chrono
Firefly
for
comes out
30 seconds.
from the Batrider. Yeah, no chrono for a while. He's almost finished his Aghanim Scepter as well, which is pretty big.
One thing that I would...
Tier 3 tower comes out and then the TP's...
like to just throw out there is the Manta style illusions. They do use Moment of Courage. I saw one proc it and get a little health back
Oh, they do. Aha.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Manta style.
on that Weaver.
Wait, hang on, what? Is it-
Weaver has a Manta.
Oh, on the Weaver. Sorry, yeah, I was looking at the Naga for some reason because she's got a
Yeah.
Manta style as well. But yeah, so Moment of Courage works on the Weavers in that case. But I mean,
Mhm.
like on the illusions.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Speaking of Weaver,
speaking of Weaver, DD rune on the Broodmother. Oh, the bashes! So many bashes. Naga Siren Song comes out right there, saves his life. If he got
and
bashed one more time, that was a death for Weaver right there, and probably Rosh. As it is.
I think that was Rosh.
Push
I
it
think
out
they
going
just
into
gave up
Rosh pit
Rosh
right
with
now.
that one. Ricky's still dead.
Yeah, looks like it.
Chronosphere
Yeah,
is
there's no
up.
wards either, and I don't think Absurd can do this.
That said, Batrider's pretty scary near the Rosh
Yeah,
pit.
they
He
can't
pops
deal with
his
this.
Firefly and he's running down there. He's gonna see this. He can get the Chrono,
Yeah,
but
he's
Rosh
looking
just
for it,
falls
but
so
Rosh
fast.
is just dying too quickly. Yeah,
They
Bloodseeker
smoke.
takes up the Aegis, and there's going to be a smoke as well. I think it's been spotted. There was a ward. Gets spotted out by the Batrider.
Nice
The Batrider's
duel.
got a gem on him, and he's going to die. Yeah, very, very nice catch out there. Jewel comes out for the Bloodseeker, and they catch out the Batrider. That is huge. BA with a huge misplay right there. I think he didn't realize that they were either smoking or that they had the gem on the Tinker, but he gets spotted immediately. And
And
Batrider's down for a minute.
with
No
that
Chronosphere
death,
and no
though-
buyback from him. This could be a Rax.
I think that is Rax.
Yeah,
Oh,
that death.
maybe not.
Ricky,
Ricky
however,
gets a
getting
pick
himself
off.
an easy kill on the Legion Commander right there. Yeah, misplay from her. The rocket missile is going to stop the blink from coming out, but Ricky's been silenced. He BKB's up. No jewel available right now. Silences everyone around him. He's going to kill off the Bloodseeker, I think. Yep, he kills him off, but he's got the Aegis of the Immortal. Lasso comes out, I think. No, Lasso didn't come out, sorry. BKB comes out. Ricky's going to go ham on all of these heroes. Bloodseeker dies, gets kills the Faceless Void. Ricky's going to die as well. Naga Siren Song comes out at the last possible second, but doesn't quite save Ricky. So
It
it's
was
3
a-
dead from the side of Absurd.
It was a
and two
bash
heroes
that
left
locked
to,
Ricky in
defend this.
place. Oh, nice blink duel comes out from
I
the
see, yeah.
Bloodseeker though.
Duel
He's
comes
gonna
out
go
on the Weaver.
ham. They're gonna get another quick kill. 180 damage, and I think that's Rax.
Yep.
And holy crap, is that Rax falling?
That could be more than one Rax.
I think
There's
that's two.
4 dead
Yeah,
on
that's
Absurd,
probably
and only
game.
one of them is up in the
actually.
next 60 seconds. I don't know. I don't think it's game. They can get another Rax out of this one, I reckon. But I mean, yeah, the line
I don't-
being drawn right now.
I don't think it'll
by
be
the Elite
called. They'll
Commander.
call it, but I think that's effectively game.
No,
per
they
se.
won't call it definitely. But this is, yeah. I think can they get the
No,
top Rax as
they
well?
are gonna call
They're
it.
gonna try GG code from Ricky. I think that's it. Yeah, that's
Yep.
it. Wow. So there we have it. Push it, take the victory right there. I think. Is it? We've already had one
Well,
fake
no,
GG
they're
call. Batrider
they're
drops,
all
that's
they're
definitely
all
GG
saying
now.
it. They're all calling it out. So it's
Everyone's saying it. I don't know.
yeah. There
I
it
can't
goes.
trust anyone anymore. There we go. There's a GG. So congratulations to Push It. They take the group stages right there, and that means 3-0 victory for them. Good luck in finals, says wow Q4. So wow, what a game. That was the closest game we've had by an absolute mile. It's a shame really that there was such a small play that allowed the victory for Push It right there, but they take advantage of everything they had, and that was an easy Rax from every one of them. Good game, well played. Absurd
And,
taking their first loss today, but they didn't go down without a fight.
I'm right that neither of these teams were eliminated with this. They're both going to go on to the next round of the group stages. This was just seeding purposes, basically, right? Figure out which one was first place in the group
Oh yeah,
and which was
definitely.
second.
Yeah. This is to determine. This is to weed out the ones that don't know how to play that well. So yeah, basically,
No,
I'm very, very glad
yeah.
that these two teams both qualified.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun to watch.
So yeah, there we have it. Game 3 of today is won by Push It. They will go through the next round as well. Absurd, as both teams get to qualify because they're top 2 of the table. So that does it for today. Day 8 comes out with a bang, and I think that's the final group stage. So we'll be up to the quarter and semi-finals after this. I'm not sure when those start, so I guess you can look at the website, the DotA2VO website, to find out when the next schedule is. I will be told pretty soon what's going to happen, and I will put it out on the stream at some point as to when the next games will be played. In the meantime, I've been Sean. Absolute pleasure to cast with you, Wolf Dodo. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
Oh yeah, thanks. It's been a blast. Thanks for having me with you.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for the next game in a few days, presumably at some point next week, and have a good night.